It's like it's like I'm drinking. It's like I'm drinking or doing a podcast with 6-year-olds. Am I the only professional here?
You know, this being the Thanksgiving special, Bo, we got a hell of a lot to be thankful for. America, friends, family. It's deer season, and I think the most special thing here this evening is we got a special guest here with us.
Buddy, I'm going to tell you, we sure as hell do. But before I introduce him, I'm going to do a shot with him, and you too, my best friend.
Cheers.
Our special guest here today is my little brother, Duane Leo Bodette, a.k.a. Sergeant Bodette. He was a crew chief on Huey's, and he worked on the engines of Cobras, and I'm extremely proud of him. He's a business owner now. He owns Logic Aviation in Tecumseh, Oklahoma.
That's a big-ass word for you, buddy.
Well, you go fuck yourself.
Well, that's a hell of a thing for you to say to me after what we've been through.
So listen. So my little brother Duane here, he's a sergeant in the Marine Corps, and he took what he learned in the Marine Corps, went to the civilian side, and now he's kicking some ass. Ain't you, Duane?
Yep, that's true.
You know, that seems to be a trend here amongst the Bodette family. Your grandfather was a Marine. You got an uncle that was a Marine. Your dad served. Your brother served. You all got some deep roots serving in the military, particularly in the Marine Corps.
Well, listen. Bottom line is this. You know, I mean, we love our country. We love our family. We love the Lord. But we just really love kicking somebody's ass.
Listen, I don't know what to say here, but I can just say that, you know, my brother here, he's been good to me. He's been good to all of us, and you know, and he set me on the right path, even though I didn't want to go there.
He didn't. When I was on recruiter's assistance, I was a young corporal, and I came down for recruiter's assistance. And Duane was a great athlete, everything, but he started going the wrong way. And I came home and I said, "You're going to join the Marine Corps, and you're going to get a career, and I'm going to make sure it happens," because I knew in my heart, you know, that I definitely had to take care of him somehow, some way. And the only way at that time I knew how to take care of anything was what I knew. I'm make my little brother join the Marine Corps. And so, yeah, I helped put him in the Marine Corps.
Yeah, that is true. He said, "Hey, what are you doing after school today?" I said, "Well, I'm not sure I'm going to school today." And he says, "Well, you're going to school today, and then when you're done, you're going to come over there," because he was on recruiter's assistance, and so he's like, "Just get over to the office. I want to talk to you." I was like, "All right, whatever." So I did actually go to school that day, and I go across the street, and it's everybody's gone. It's just him and this other corporal that's on recruiter's assistance, and he says, "Duane, I want you to take this test." So I took this test, and then, so I see him over there, and they, him and his buddy, they grade it, and they go, and Bill turns around and says, "Great news. You can join the Marines, but you're going to be in aviation maintenance." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "What does that mean, man?" That sounded like sweeping popcorn off the planes, you know what I mean?
I was an 0311, and I was proud of being a grunt, but I wanted my little brother to be a Marine either way. But I was looking out for his future, which if he would have been an 0311, I still would have been looking out for his future. But at the time, I didn't want him sleeping in the rain doing all that bullshit, which kind of I regret now because I know he regrets it. He's kind of mad at me about it. But I made him an air winger. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let me cut you off. Tell everybody what you do now for a living, and what do you do, Duane?
Okay, so my wife and I, we own a helicopter repair facility in Tecumseh, Oklahoma. We maintain aircraft from, pretty much the entire region from Louisiana, Texas, Arkansas.
For the FDA. You even got country stars. What the hell is his name?
Yep. Blake Shelton. We maintain his helicopter. We maintain, a lot of individuals' helicopters that,
Man, And where did
but
you learn how to do all that shit?
It was the Marine Corps, and thank you, Bill. Yes, thank you,
You know,
for,
I think
for encouraging me to do that.
I think it's badass that the culture that the Marine Corps, creates. I mean, not only the fact that you're crushing and owning your own business, but hell, half your staff are all Marines.
Yeah, tell us about your staff, Duane.
Yeah, so we have 5 Marines, including me. There, there's 12 people. Getting ready to hire on more Marines, hopefully. But it is a pretty unique dynamic there. At the shop, there's we're all mechanics, not all mechanics,
to
but
include your son.
Yeah.
His son, my nephew, was in 0311, and he's running shit now, isn't he?
Yeah. He's a project manager there, and he runs different programs, and and he gets shit done. And so a buddy of his that was in the infantry with him, Nathan Warren, he works there too, and he loves it, and he's knocking it out of the park too.
Man, that's awesome. Poor Joe, he goes to be an 03, and they're like, who are your connections? Well, my Uncle Bill's a retired first sergeant. His best friend's retired gunner J.C. Knight. So everywhere he goes, they're like,
Yeah. I asked him, I said, Joey, did anybody ever stop you and say, do you know Bodette? He's like Uncle Bill every fucking day. But I'm proud of him. Man. He's kicking ass now. He's working for you. He took over the business. It just goes to show you leadership is leadership.
And he's crushing it. He crushed it as a Marine, and he took the same lessons that I think all 3 of us took. He took it and he put that to work in your hangar, and he's just leveling that up, man.
I got to break up my little brother. Logic Aviation. Look it up. Dwayne owns it. Him and his wife run it. And they kick ass, man. And it's a Marine-run company. It's a family-run company. Even if you're not a Bodette, you're treated like family there. If you work hard and you do the right thing. Am I right?
Yep.
You know how I know? Because I've been there. And it's a great company, man. I would work there, but there ain't no way in hell I'm going to work for my little brother.
But nothing like some old dirty enlisted roots going out there and just crushing it in life, man. Semper fucking Fi, Duane. Semper Fi, brother.
Yep.
That's amazing. So I want to ask a few questions because I get to sit up here and I hear all these stories about you guys coming down from Michigan and going to Florida. What is this I hear about the legend of number 60 down there in Pinellas County with the Bodette brothers?
Well, I don't even know if they still use that. Did they retire?
I don't think a linebacker has worn number 60 since 1993. But you all made number 60 famous. They probably retired it at your high school.
Bernie, and Duane.
Yep.
We all played inside, strong side linebacker. Every one of us led the county in tackles. Every one of us set the state bench press record.
Yep. We I broke my Bernie broke his solo record for tackles. I broke Bernie's solo record. I mean,
man, that's
hey, look.
I had number 60 by default because I got raised to varsity, and it was the only number left. And I took it, and it was nasty, and I said, I like it. Fuck it.
number 60.
So I kept it, and then because I was the only underclassman ever to start at my high school as a sophomore, and I had number 60. Well, anyway, next year they're like, hey, Bodette, you can get 44, 53, whatever, 58. I was like, no, fuck that.
I'm keeping 60.
Give me 60. Because it's nasty and it's disgusting, and I want to keep it. And then my little brother Bernie kept number 60. My little brother Duane kept number 60. We wore 2 numbers, 60 and 33. And we had a thrower jersey 33 from when we had to play fullback.
Hey, and I bet you all had the same coach that had the tight bike shorts with the gut hanging out and the plays rolled up in the back pocket with a half a pouch of Red Man in his jaw.
Absolutely.
Get in there, Bodette. Step downhill, son. Right? Step downhill.
Yep.
Man, look at that.
Listen, everybody knew, buddy. Oh, goddamn, I guarantee it. All 3 of us Bodettes were on their chart.
Yeah, we were.
I guarantee it before we play. Because listen, like me, listen, Bernie, our middle brother, was probably the toughest. You think so?
Absolutely.
By far the toughest motherfucker I know. Dwayne Leo was the best at everything. Believe it or not, he could do anything. He was the best, and he was tough. Me, I really wasn't that good. I just worked hard, and I fooled him. And I fooled him because I was the oldest, And I tried to teach him, hey, fuck this. Fuck headbutt that motherfucker. And that's the way that I tried to bring it on to my little brothers, and that's why he became a jarhead. And my other brother, Bernie, he didn't become a Marine, but he goddamn sure should have. But we're not going to talk about that because for legal issues.
Well, I will tell you, only from what I know, since I met Bo for a short stint in the winter of '95, but then we obviously went to war together and all that. I never had a big brother, but I'm telling you right now, if I ever did have a big brother, it'd be him. So, and I could tell you, just by the way he acts and what I see in you and what I see in your brother, there's no better big brother than Bill Bodette.
Yeah, absolutely.
No better friend,
totally
no worse enemy.
I totally agree. And this is something that, it goes back to from when we were just so small. Bill pretty much raised my brother Bernie and me. He brought us up. He disciplined us. He spanked us. He hit it. Man, when we did something wrong or missed school or whatever, he was the guy. He made it happen. And and then joining the Corps, and then even today, he's got great advice, and he's been a good brother.
I will tell you this: he got in my ass once, got in my ass a couple of times, but I always knew that Bill Bodette was going to have my back.
That's right,
and he was going to protect me, and I'm grateful for it, and that's why I'm here. We're here to see, right? I mean, he's always had my back.
All right, let's go talking about Bill Bodette. I thought we were here to talk about the glory of the Corps.
Well, we did just have the Marine Corps birthday, and that was awesome in and of itself, Bo. You got to handle the cake cut, and I got to read the message, and we had a 101-year-old Dauntless dive bomber gunner show up to cut the cake, man. If that wasn't special, man.
It's Thanksgiving.
It's Thanksgiving.
Now I don't mean to overshadow the birthday of our glorious Corps, but I'm thankful for a lot of things. I'm thankful. I'm just thankful, first of all, God blessed me to be an American. I'm thankful for my family, my wife, my children, my little brothers, my best friend J.C. Knight. I am just so thankful. Listen, if you are not thankful for what this country has given you, then you have missed the mark. Take a good look at what you have, people. And if you don't have nothing, probably because you didn't go for it. So you need to man the fuck up and go for it.
Yeah, the blessings that have been heaped on us, I can only look back and know that it came from grit, determination, hard work, and we're reaping those fruits right now, man. And look, we're sitting here. I'm grateful. Family, friends, lifestyle, Seabass, for God's sakes, man, yeah. Semper Fi. What a great holiday season we've had so far.
I'm so proud of Duane. He's got this big, huge hangar. It's bigger than some of the airports I flew into. And he's got a beautiful family. His son Joey, 0311. I couldn't be more proud. Look at you.
Nobody saw that.
Go on.
I caught it. Give me some credit.
I'm not cutting that out, man.
You've never been so proud. Go on.
It's like it's like I'm drinking. It's like I'm drinking or doing a podcast with 6-year-olds. Am I the only professional here?
Absolutely.
Jesus H. Christ, help me, Holy Ghost. Anyway, but go ahead now. You done fucked me up.
He was saying something really nice, and he just threw up or fucked it up.
Yeah, no, not everywhere, just on my boots. Something that I've always wanted to say, and I never have really got the chance to say about the Marine Corps. And I've told my kids this, and certain people, but I've never really got the chance to say it outward. And so I am indebted to the United States Marine Corps for giving me the opportunity and the knowledge and the experience to learn and be taught, what I have been taught, and to carry that on into the civilian world is just, I don't even have the words to explain that. I mean, it's really been instrumental in my life for, me and my family, and I think about that all the time, how grateful I am to the Marine Corps for giving me that opportunity. So
Hoorah.
I just want to say that.
Man, Duane,
I'm getting motivated.
I say it all the time, man. People will come up to me and Bo, and they'll be like, "Oh, we saw your show." It's like, great, thank you. Be like, thank you for your service. And I always look at everybody. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I'm thankful for it.
Yeah.
And I think that's
Right.
what we can all
Right.
say. I'm thankful. I'm not here with the quality of people that I'm around if I'm not a United
Right,
States Marine.
That's a fact.
That put me in the starting lineup. That's kept me in the starting lineup. And you know how I know I'm in the big end of town? Your brother always tells me this.
Because we're there.
We're going to take a break, folks. You got me out there? Yep.
Here we are, back again. It's Thanksgiving time. I got to say what I'm thankful for real. And he was a door gunner. He went to that, what the hell was that school called?
So I started off as a mechanic.
No,
on
the
Hughes and
gunner
Cobras.
school where you shot.
WTI.
WTI.
Yeah,
That's
that
out in
was
Yuma, right?
Yep. So I went out there. I wasn't even a crew chief at the time, but my the sergeant Pipes, Sergeant Pizarro, he trained the shit out of me. He put me in the back of the bird. He'd take me out there and he'd say, "Here's the fucking."
That's what
valve,"
sergeants do.
right? And he's like,
Fuck
and
yeah.
he would blindfold me, and he's like, "Imagine you're
He would
flying."
blindfold you.
Yep. And
People don't understand what the fuck happens in our Corps. This kind of shit happens.
yeah,
And you're
he-
still better than the Muslim marksmanship program. Blindfolded.
Yeah, blindfolded, man. He blindfolded me, and I had to take the weapon all the way apart, put it all the way together, time it, all this stuff. And that's six barrels, and there's tons of parts to it. And I had to name every fucking piece as I touched it, and put it back together.
Buddy, that's training. That's
And
Marine
you lucky
Corps.
So,
lucky
anyway.
bastards had the minigun.
That's what I'm talking
Man.
about. So so he sent me to Yuma, and I wasn't even a crew chief. I was just an aerial gunner at the time.
An AO?
And and then when I graduated the school, the instructors came to me and gave me my certificate. Said, "Look, you should be a crew chief, and so we're going to give you this certificate." They made me a crew chief there too,
So then and there?
right then and there. So I've got that, and I came back, and so I could make instructors in the fleet. And so all the pilots wanted me on their bird. So if we were out flying, doing or whatever we were doing, and we had a problem, we had to land in the field, I could fix it. We didn't have to send mechanics out there to troubleshoot whatever. I'm like, man,
You're going to get the gun up. You're going to get the gun up.
Yep, I can fix the bird. I can fix the guns. I can shoot the guns and make shit happen.
I hope nobody gets in trouble for this, but tell me that story about Duane when you were flying with that major or something. He's put a dip in. He said, "Duane, take the stick, Bodette. Take the stick," when you were in a Cobra.
Yes. No, that was the first time I just became a crew chief or an
And
aerial
you were in the back
gunner.
seat of a Cobra?
No, I was in the
seat?
front seat, and it was in Okinawa, Japan. We're off. I remember seeing
My little
Okinawa.
brother flew a fucking Cobra.
Yeah, it was the first time I ever took
badass.
controls. And
Number
his-
60.
His name was number 60.
That's bad.
His name was Major Walters at the time. I think he became the assistant commandant years down the road. I don't
look
know.
at that.
But anyway, he's I'm in the front. We did some tracking and bouncing. He goes, "All right, you got controls," and I'm like, all right, sir.
He said,
I
"You got
guess."
controls?
He goes, "You
That
got
mean-
controls." That means I got to take controls. So I got, in the front seat, you got little joysticks, kind of. They're not big sticks, So, and I remember looking back like this, like what? And I could see his hands banging on the canopy like this. I'm like, holy shit, I got controls for real. Because that's what he
what do they
does
do?
to
They
make.
bang?
Yeah, he'd bang his hands on the canopy. Say, hey, I don't have hands on the sticks. You got it, right?
Damn.
So I'm like, I got these
You're a
controls.
sergeant?
was a corporal.
Corporal Bodette up there.
Fuck yeah, dude. I was like, and he goes, all right. I want you see that island off your nose? I was like, no, sir. I said, I see Okinawa. He's like, no, the island. Look down. I look over and I see this tiny little island. He says, fly towards that. And I'm like, all right, sir. So I nose that cyclic over, man, and I'm flying towards it, and the bird's like shaking side to side. We were hauling at, just flying towards it. He goes, now bank it left.
Shit.
I want to hear some wop wop in those
shit.
blades. And I, not knowing, I've never flown anything
Are you
before.
fucking kidding me
I'm
right
not
now?
bullshitting you.
Wow.
So I've never had controls, never been in a simulator, nothing. So
Hey, watch this. Special trust and confidence.
And my NCO.
So I banked that fucker so hard, man, and it's like bop, 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 bop. He's like, I got controls, and I'm like,
he said, I got
he's like, I was like, you got controls. So I'm like, I'm trying to bang my hands on the cat and pee like a dipshit, I couldn't do it.
Pass it back to him.
Yeah, but he just took controls and just pulled us out of
That's
it.
fucking awesome,
Yeah,
man.
no, it was great. I'll never forget
That's
that.
badass.
That is
Major
fucking-
Walters.
You flew a Cobra.
Yeah, oh yeah,
That's badass.
yeah. That was the first
My little
time I
brother
flew
threw a
a
Cobra.
That's fucking
Yeah.
badass.
Holy. My best friend, J.C. Knight, scout sniper. I watched him miss a quail
Oh,
at
man.
5 feet.
Oh,
with a
my
shotgun.
God. Were you drunk?
I'm a fraud.
Were you
Fraud!
Just-
Fraud!
Just say you were fucked up.
No, I legitimately missed a quail at 5 fucking feet with a fucking shotgun.
He did. And J.C. was so upset. He's like, Bo, I'm a goddamn scout sniper, and I missed a quail at 5 feet with a shotgun. I was like, and me, once again, being the older brother, I'm like, J.C., who cares? That doesn't matter, man. You just pulled the trigger. Who cares? And I'm thinking, fuck, that sucked.
Was it still on the ground or something?
Oh yeah, it wasn't even
Right,
fucking
he
flying.
started flying, and boom, and it fucking went away.
I missed that motherfucker plain as day, buddy.
Jeez.
Buddy, you got people's lives in your hand.
Yeah.
Since he's been here visiting me, ladies and gentlemen, he's been on the phone. He's never been able to relax. This is the first time I've ever had to have him drink a beer and relax in a long time. And they're still calling him, and he's on the phone all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm just so proud of the man you become, Duane, and the company that you've started and what you've done, with your family and everything. You're a great man, and I love you with all my heart.
I appreciate that.
And I want to add something to that. I remember, when we were both living in Camp Lejeune, it'd be a Saturday morning. We come off a good buzz, doing whatever we was doing that evening at the Cardinal, at the Kettle, wherever it may have been, the Tar Heel. Saturday morning, your neighbor that's an air winger is going to work because guess what he's got to do? Maintenance is to get those birds up is what's required. So you guys would work weekends while we're out fucking off, man.
When I was on the Young Lance Corporal, I thought air wingers are pussies. Fuck them.
You guys are some working motherfuckers, man.
They don't sleep.
They don't sleep. You don't rest.
The Marine Air Wing does not fucking sleep.
So if you're out there, so if you're ever out there and you're an air wing guy and you think JC and Bo ain't got no love for you, hey, we salute you, by God.
Oh, I
Dwayne,
do.
We salute you, brother.
Because I know they
Y'all
don't.
put some hours in.
When I became a staff NCO and I started realizing what the hell was going on, what my little brother was doing, and what everything was going on, I was like, these fuckers don't sleep, man. Because they can't. They can't. They cannot take a minute off. They cannot cut a corner. If you cut a corner, a bird's going down.
Well, another thing that impressed me with them, you think about drill instructors and grunts having attention to detail, but you guys accounting for every screw, accounting for every screwdriver, everything, and doing walks to the flight line, all the stuff that
What's
you
that
guys
called?
go through.
What's that called when you walk?
FOD walk. FOD walk.
FOD.
Foreign object damage. So
Foreign object dick.
yeah.
What
So
else
you're
after
looking
that?
for anything
the foreign
that
object, like the
you're-
roll of dimes in old school professional wrestling.
So if we all get online, and there would be, 200
And you walk through-
Marines,
and you walk
you couldn't go faster than the slowest person, and so you would go, and if you didn't show up with anything, you better show up with a blade of grass. It didn't matter. He would put shit in your pocket just so you could say you had
Man,
something.
that's some attention to detail right there.
So you
But,
walk the
yeah.
whole flight line because
Every day.
one little rock or one little fucking
That's right.
piece of screw would fuck up a bird, right?
Right, that's right. Yep.
Yeah.
Could get sucked up, thrown into a tail rotor through a window, or whatever. Yeah.
Where's the scariest thing that ever happened to you when you was on a bird?
I don't know. I was never really scared.
Because you're a Bodette.
Damn
End
right.
of story.
Number 60. No, I I just felt confident, in what we were doing, and I was never really scared.
Man,
tell
that's
you that.
awesome because I was scared when I got on those motherfuckers.
Yeah. Well, I was scared when you guys got on there.
Tell them
You know
about the
that
candy bars.
So fucking, we're crewing a bird. Me and this other crew chief. We're out at Camp Pendleton. We had a mission. We had to go pick up some grunts from one mountaintop, and we had to drop them off at another mountaintop. Super easy. I show up there. 06. We got things going. We're doing our thing. We got, everybody's pre-flighting. We got breakfast. People are tossing around Burger King in the shop.
We don't know
We
nothing
got
about no
coffee.
fucking Burger King. We're
We
out
got
there.
coffee, and we take off, and we're like, oh man, like 6 minutes later, we see the smoke. We come in, we flare, we see smoke. We're starting a fire, right? Because they're throwing smoke. It's Camp Pendleton, and they jump on the bird, man. I'm pulling them on. There's
How do they
a
look?
couple of birds, man. They're all tired. They're dirty. They're pissed. They're looking at each other like, what the fuck are we doing? Why do we even do that? What are we doing here? Right? And we take off. We fly. And there's a few birds, we got their unit with us. And I'm sitting there looking at them, and I'm crewing the bird, looking at the gauges. I'm looking for traffic here. I'm moving over to this side, that side, and I'm looking at these fuckers. And I reach in my helmet bag, and I pull out a little pack of those little single Snickers bars. And they all they're like, boy, they straighten up. They
You
look
made
at me,
friends.
they're like-
You made friends.
And I'm just staring at them like this, and I'm just looking. I open it, and I'm like,
You passed them out,
and
didn't
I
you?
hand it to him. He's like,
Oh,
"Look at
yeah.
them, They're
All
all
the
like
grunts.
this, And I'm like, fuck yeah. And I was like, just threw them, So they love that. And I learned that because what he told me, another crew chief did for Marines, and so I thought,
did that to me.
yeah, so I thought, man, what a great fucking idea,
chief.
because 2 hours later, I'm going to be at Burger King. I'm going to be eating a Whopper, and they're going to be out there for another week,
Yeah, that was great.
So-
When that crew chief, we're sitting there, we get on the bird, man, we were all fucked up, tired, miserable, cami paint just hanging from us. We're wet, miserable, and this crew chief handed us out little miniature Snickers. And that right there made a world to me. So when my little brother became crew chief, I told him that story.
Yep.
And I'm more proud of him for doing that than anything in the world, For you give him a little piece of home, you give him a little piece of excitement, just a little bit of something,
Yep.
I've
that's
always,
awesome.
regardless of MOS or where somebody comes from, it's always nice when a Marine is comparatively fresh, in a comfortable spot. Another Marine's coming out of hard times, and another devil dog says, "Let me give you a hand. Let me
Right.
give you something. Let me extend something that's going to improve your morale and make you feel better." That's what we're supposed to do.
That's our culture, okay? That's our culture. We're no different. We're all Marines. We're the only service that does that. You know that. We're the only service that does that, right? Like anybody else can be, oh, you were this, you were this, you were that. No, fuck that. If he was a Marine, he was a Marine. Am I right?
Everybody plays a part. Everybody's part.
Everybody's part of
matters.
the fucking.
It matters.
Every rank matters. Every billet matters. Every fucking job matters. Everything is important in our corps.
Yeah, I've had great business opportunities over the year where people call me and say, hey, look, I'm from this company, and and I'm like, holy shit, they're fucking calling me. How do they know me? And they're like, we want you to do this. We want you, whatever. We see you, doing these great things, and we want you to do this for us. And I'm like, damn, okay, yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, we can do this. No problem, blah, blah, blah. And the last thing the guy tells me, he says, Semper Fi.
That's right.
That's
You knew
it.
You're a Marine.
That's it. And I tell people this with what I do in a living too, and it's the thing that I think all of us do. We keep our honor clean.
We do.
We keep our honor clean. That's
it.
what matters. That's what keeps the door open. That's what makes people keep coming back. That's what people in the community come to us and ask, hey, what are your thoughts? Can you help me with this? I'm thankful for my service. We're all thankful for our service.
Yeah.
And we keep our honor clean, and guess what? It allows us to continue to serve those that are around us.
You know, I just can't say it enough. Yeah, by the way, me and my little brother, we're going hunting in Michigan in 2 days. He flew here from Oklahoma. Now we're in the great state of the West by God. We're going to bow hunt tomorrow, and then we're going to head to Michigan to hunt with our little brother, Duane. And Bernie. God damn it. You fucked me up. We're going to go hunt with Bernie and my son, Billy, and Josh, and Joey, which are his sons. So we're going to have a big shit show. My Uncle Leo's going to be there.
Shit show.
It's going to be a shit show.
Hey, I've only physically met Bernie 3 times, and every time I've seen him, he's had snake skins on. Are snake skins getting worn in the blind?
Oh, yeah.
Is he wearing snake? He's wearing snake skins in the blind.
Oh, no.
He is.
Bernie. My little brother Bernie wears snakeskin cowboy boots all the time. But listen. You're not going to find a better man with a bigger heart in the whole wide world than my little brother Burn Dog. Am I right, Dwayne?
Yeah, no, he's a good person.
But he'll take a baseball bat to your fucking head.
Hey, listen, July. I think July 26th.
We need to do a show from Garden, Michigan.
July Seabass. We're going to Garden, Michigan to do a JC and Bo Show episode with the fine
help me, Holy
people
Ghost.
of Garden, Michigan.
Ladies and gentlemen, my little brother was bitching, of course, because the Marines bitch all the time. He said he looked short in that chair. And so I went and got him a stool.
It doesn't help that we come in at a combined weight of 250 pounds.
Buddy, we're like a tag team fucking championship right here.
I think we've exceeded our max gross weight.
Be easy on a chair.
We snack on danger, we dine on death.
Because dead men don't make money. Woo!
Tell them, Duane. Tell them. Seabass, what do you got for us?
Well,
Yeah.
first of all, we got to address. Bo was calling me a bitch outside for having a hoodie
Well,
on, and y'all 3 of you's wearing warming layers.
Well, you shut your mouth, Seabass.
All
You
3
are-
of you.
you
You
are-
had a hoodie on. You had a hoodie on. It ain't like wearing Antarctica.
You are a young Marine sergeant that just came from Alaska. You should have watched this, Bo, Duane. He should have acclimatized.
Why didn't you acclimatize?
Well, I've already declimatized being back here, so I've got to reclimatize to this new weather. we're
Sergeant,
having.
nobody wants excuses. Come at us with some
The
shit.
last
I just
thing
don't
in the
appreciate
world-
the slander.
The last thing in the world a Marine Corps first sergeant and gunner want to hear is that fucking excuse.
You remember back when you were a sergeant, Bill? You told me that sergeants run the Marine Corps.
I don't know if it was my favorite rank. It was the rank that I think that
You made a motherfucking impact.
that mattered. You're right.
Number 60 stepped downhill and kept
rank,
stepping.
No, my favorite rank was Lance fucking Corporal.
Yeah, senior Lance
I
Corporal.
would have
Senior
hated to have been
Lance-
your
Senior
platoon.
Lance
I would have hated to have been your platoon sergeant as a
We
Lance
even
Corporal.
had senior Lance Corporals in the air wing.
You know, what?
We even had senior Lance Corporals in the
Oh,
air wing.
the senior Lance Corporal.
In the air wing. We had them there too, man. I was a senior
Listen,
Lance
the Marine. Listen, it don't matter if you're in the air wing, you're a butcher, baker, candlestick maker. The Marine Corps fucking E3 mafia goes everywhere. We're the only service in the world that makes up their own rank. Oh, I'm not a Lance Corporal. I'm a senior Lance Corporal.
Oh, he's a boot. What's this?
Assault.
What's this? He's a boot Lance Corporal.
Yeah, the bootlegger.
What?
I'm a senior. Listen, that's when Joey told me
Yeah.
his son.
He corrected you.
His son. I said, "Well, Joey, you shut the fuck up, Lance Corporal." He said, "Uncle Bill, I'm a senior Lance Corporal." I said, "Well, excuse the fuck out of me."
Do you remember that night he called us from Okinawa and you and me were drinking? And he had all the other NCOs
He had a
with
squad.
him.
He had a squad
His
in
squad,
there.
and they kept trying to talk shit, and they're like,
You
we're-
didn't know that? Oh yeah.
oh, they're like, I'm like, hit us with an infantry question. So him and all these other NCOs, and we just kept,
Like you're gonna hit me and JC with an infantry question.
Oh, they tested your knowledge?
oh yeah,
Oh, no.
yeah. So hey, Joey,
His
hey,
son.
so Joey, you and all your bitch ass fucking fellow NCOs come at me and Bo trying to talk about fucking infantry
He
shit.
did.
Man.
He did. Hey, he did. He called me Uncle Bill. Hey, I got on my NCO, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, and I'm with JC. I was the gunner. Yeah, and I'm like, okay, fire off.
Oh, man. And, man, they were cracking up. We'd slaughter them, and they'd go,
We
oh.
slaughtered them. Slaughtered them.
Oh, shit.
So you didn't data dump when you got out. You kept it all.
Oh, it never goes away, man.
Ask me a question. Ask me what SMEC is or anything or fucking anything.
Max effective range on a point target on an M4.
To locate, close,
On a
with, and
what?
destroy.
On an M4. Point target on an M4.
I'd say you've probably got, realistically, about 400 meters. Because an
Okay.
M4 is going to hold a 4-minute of angle.
Uh-huh.
The average man is 19 inches wide. You've probably got about 400 meters.
Hell yeah.
Look here.
Hell yeah.
If your heart rate's not up and you have a good stable position, you're applying what, Bill Bodette?
Listen, the only thing I care about is locate, close with, and destroy the enemy by fire maneuver or to repel the enemy's assault by fire and
Close combat.
woo!
That's
Come
how-
fuck around, people, if you want.
I've heard Oklahoma's a sleeper state.
Right.
For
It
big
is.
bucks.
It is, and that's why I'm a little reluctant to even talk about this right now.
Because you're trying to keep it a secret.
Yeah, and there's a
Some
lot
cat in Oklahoma's going to roll up in Duane Bodette's spot. He's going to get back, and somebody's going to be up in his tree.
I doubt that. I doubt that.
No, I doubt it. No, there's Oklahoma is I've always said Oklahoma's the best kept secret because there are huge bucks there and nobody hunts there. I mean, people hunt, yeah, of course. Oklahoma's country, man. People, man, that's they live for it. Great families, that's their thing. But when you compare it to other states, man, it's nil. You know, so there's great bucks there. They do a great job of setting it up for people, young people, kids.
Let me stop
It's
you right
amazing.
there, Duane. I just was reminded of a story of when my little brother was a corporal in Okinawa, and he had a certain shirt on. And this master gunnery sergeant stopped him, tried to protect his family from him. What did your shirt say when you were running around Okinawa? What did it say?
First off, he was a general.
He wasn't no damn general.
He was a general.
Oh, man.
He was the inspecting general. And
The IG.
he says, he goes, Marine. I was on another base. I don't even know what base I was, just Schwab or whatever. Because I had to go get, a set of Charlies. That's what I need to do. So I'm on Fatima. I go over there, take the bus, and I had this shirt on under this jacket that said, that the front of the shirt said, it had two dudes with a shotgun, right? And on the back it said, my answer to your problem is a boot to your face. Fuck you, die. All right. I didn't think about it. It was my buddy's shirt. I need a shirt.
Yeah.
He gave it to me. I put it on. I had to go get some.
What did it say?
My answer to your problem is a boot to your face. Fuck you, die. All right. So I go over to this base and I'm like,
And you're wearing
Pow!
it.
I'm
And
being
you're
a good
wearing this.
Marine. Hold
And
on.
you're wearing this.
I'm being a good Marine because I'm going to get Charlie's, right?
Of course. Of course.
I'm getting good shit. Figuring. So I take off the jacket, because whatever, and I'm trying on Charlie's over that shirt and all this stuff, and I take it off, and I hear his Marine, and I turn around, and I'm like, what the fuck? Because I knew, you hear when somebody says that name,
Uh-huh.
It's like, fuck, it scares the shit out of you. You turn around and it's like this old fucker.
He's
man.
protecting his
He's got
family.
his family like this. He's got his arms out. And I'm like, yes, sir? He goes, give me your ID. And I'm like, I have no questions asked. I gave him, and he goes, I'm going to talk to your CO. You're going to hear from me. That shirt is unacceptable. Get out of here. So I I run out of there, man. Sure enough, Monday morning, that was like a Saturday night or evening, whatever. I'm like, I'm sweating it.
Didn't he have big dip in?
And guess what? That Major Walters, the guy that taught me to fly, it was him. He's he's sitting there in his office. He was the acting CEO at the time. And he was fucking amazing fucking major. He's a great fucking CEO. So I get word he wants to see me. So I'm like, fuck, I know what this is all about. So I'm like, man, and I'm good at fucking, doing that, right? So I'm like, I need to make this shit look good. So I'm like, I'm marching to his office. He sitting in his
Hold the
desk
microphone
right
up a little bit.
I'm like, bam. I'm like, bam. And I'm like, left turn. I'm looking straight over his head. Right. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm a hard.
Hell yeah.
Right. And I can see him
Yes.
right here, and he's looking down at this paper. So I kind of look down like this, like, what the fuck's he looking at? And he goes, and I can see like his face, and he got a huge dip. It's fucking huge, right? And he goes, my answer to your problem is a boot to your face. Fuck you, die.
Fucking
And he
winning,
looks
man.
up at me like this, and I'm of course I'm fucking hard. I'm like, yes, sir. That's what do you say?
Yeah.
What do you say?
Yeah.
I mean, we said, I apologize.
The answer
sir.
to your problem is what?
Is a boot to your face. Fuck
you, die.
He says you're going to give a class to 250 Marines on inappropriate civilian attire.
Nothing changes.
I said, aye, sir. He said, get the fuck out. And I fucking left face, my mom, bam, I fucking marched
I
out
think
there.
that's
was
our next tattoo.
fuck yeah. You know what? Never had to give that fucking class.
Hey,
Yeah,
man,
because they knew it was bullshit.
Hey, I'm thinking about the duality of man right now.
Getting philosophical.
What you think is a sick joke?
Man, that's fucking awesome. And the good major, that was his way of giving you a pass, man.
Damn right it
and that
was.
was fucking amazing,
Fuck
man.
yeah. He's
Hey.
fucking
Hell
great.
yeah.
The answer to
Great
your
leader.
the answer to your problems. Wow. Boot to your face. Fuck
You die. My man was in here trying to get fitted for some Charlies,
Damn right.
trying to do the right thing, took his flannel off, and he just happened to have
Now I'm regretting my decision sending Duane to the air wing.
You know, when I left boot camp, my drill instructor called me in there. He goes, I got a problem. And I was like, yes, sir. He's like, you're going in the fucking air wing? And I was like,
Oh, he must have been a grunt.
yeah, he was. And I was like, yes, sir. And he's like, this is a fucking shame. Get out of my fucking office. I was like, guys are.
Well, look at
fucking
you now. Now you got employees. You got everything going on. You know, and you're.
Hey, Duane, and look,
Yeah.
I got to say this, man. I got to say this. The fact that you have, would you say 12 guys working in your hangar? 5 of them are jarheads, and fucking 2 of them are grunts. Brother, if that doesn't
grunts.
if
Yeah.
that doesn't
Hell yeah.
speak to what makes being a Marine special, hell, I don't know what does, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
That I don't know what does.
yeah. No, they're great people.
Yeah, look them up. Logic Aviation.
You want to end today's episode? We like to try to throw out some wisdom and advice to the youth. You have started a successful company post Marine Corps. Do you have any advice for people getting out, transferring to the civilian world, who are trying to start their own companies or starting over in life? Anything that you could say to them just quickly or whatever that you think, looking back on your own life, would have been helpful to know if you were, when you were starting over?
I would say tap into the abilities that the Marine Corps has taught you and the skills that the Marine Corps has taught you to use. And that's exactly what I did. I really focused on the leadership, the work ethic. That's probably the biggest thing that I worked on.
Wow.
That I focused on.
Is this
was
my
the
little
work
brother?
ethic. And so,
Wow.
yeah.
Holy Christ, man.
So that's what I would do. Your work
wow.
ethic, man. You work, you
Yeah.
volunteer for every fucking job.
Hell yeah.
And you just out there. I don't care how hot it is, how hard it is. You do it, and it's gonna make you something and show somebody that knows is gonna see that 100%.
Wow. What do you think about that, JC?
That's powerful, man. And,
Buddy.
we've said it on this show before.
Me and JC have said that.
Yeah, and I say, and
Anytime.
look,
And now we got a guy. There was a $1 million company.
yeah.
Just absolutely backing up what we've said.
And people say don't volunteer for anything. Well, you know what? You volunteer for everything because you know what you do? It's going to be a challenge. It's going to be hard, and it's going to make you better, and it's going to make you grow.
Absolutely.
And you know what? I never finished first, but damn it, I finished second, and third a hell of a lot of times. And I will take that experience all day. And here we are, Thanksgiving at 25, and guess what? We're sitting in the winner's circle because all three of us, we chose that hard path.
We are a winner. Yep. You are in the winner's circle. Just like Ric Flair said, you're not first.
But you might be fucking next.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.